We're live.
Hello, SAC Nation and hockey fans everywhere. We are live from the Breer Family Arena here on the beautiful campus of St. Andrews College in Aurora, Ontario, Canada. Hi, everyone. I'm Norm Fenning along with Ethan St. Pierre. We've got a great one for you here today. Our Saints are taking on the visiting Gilmour Academy Lancers. At this time, I'd like to give a shout out to all the students and teachers at the school on Georgina Island here on Lake Simcoe. I'd like to say hi to Miss Rachel, Miss Natasha, and Miss Jessie and all the fantastic kids there at the school. Anine Bojo. And play is underway. Saints in their familiar white and red uniforms going left to right across your screen. Puck is dumped forward and Jake DiCapo on the backhand takes the first shot. That just goes wide. Pinching in is Finn Kearns. He dumps it in the other side, and there's our first look at goaltender Crew Petty, number 1 in net for the Lancers. So, Ethan, Saints coming off a tough weekend last week, and they lost a couple of close games to the Pittsburgh Penguin Elite. Face-off won by the Saints. Over to this side. Punch takes the shot, and that one is gloved by Crew Petty as well. So, Ethan, we were saying the Saints haven't been in this building for a while. They've been on the road.
That's right, Norm. The Saints have been away most of their games this season. This is actually one of the very few games here at home for the St. Andrews community to be able to come able to watch them live.
Well, last home game here, I believe, was right before their homecoming weekend, so it's been quite a spell. And they score! Shot from the point. Finn Kearns let it go, and I don't think the goaltender Crew Petty saw that one at all. Finn Kearns, at just 28 seconds, puts the Saints up 1.
Amazing. The big defense in 6'3", 201 pounds, Finn Kearns with a snipe in the top right corner for the first goal of the game.
28 seconds. The big man lets one go. He's from Port Credit, Ontario, and he gets the Saints off just the way they would have hoped as Gilmour gets their first entry into the Saints zone. It's rimmed around. Charlie Sullivan there first. Good forecheck by Lucian Haskas for Gilmour. That's a shot that's just ripped wide, but Gilmour picks it up, gets it back to the point. There's a long shot, deflection, they score! Long shot from the point. I believe it was number 9. That's Kazra Fathi. And we'll just confirm that number. No, I beg your pardon. I believe it's number 13, Owen Kroc. So Owen Kroc answers very quickly, and we have 2 goals scored inside the first minute of play here. That one at the 47-second mark. Wow. Ethan, we may have a big tally before this one's over. It's back, they come, they score again! Saints back down the other end. Nice passing play right across the crease, and Tucker Sinclair there to tuck it away.
Phenomenal way for the Saints to come back, fight back after that goal. Little puck just sneaked into the net on Chase Petrova, but great way to answer back by number 16, Tucker Sinclair, the junior.
Well, I've been doing this for over 10 years now, and this is the first time I've seen 3 goals inside the first minute of play in the first period. So back comes Gilmour. Can they do it again? There's a shot that's off a leg, and we finally exit the first minute of play, as I mentioned earlier, with 3 goals scored already. Puck just outside the Saints bench. Gilmour drag it down below the red line. Players taken down, no call there. Reversing his field is Jack Young. Young rims it off the wall. Gilmour keep it right back in. Saints with all kinds of difficulty trying to get it out. Cooper Bordeaux tries, that goes off a leg. It's pumped right back in again by Roman Scala. There's a shot right on net, and Chase Petrova makes the save. Chase Petrova, part of a real sterling duo of goaltenders. Noah Lagambia, second goalie for the Saints, and look how close their statistics are. Goals against, 1.67, 1.79 for Petrova, and both of them with a 93% save rate. So fabulous goaltending, Ethan, so far for the Saints.
Exactly. You know, Norm, one thing I always get excited for is the goaltenders making big saves in the net, and both Petrova and La Gambina have both done a phenomenal job this year for the Saints.
There's another shot, and the aforementioned Petrova makes the save again. So the announcer getting a bit of a workout right now as he's got to go through all 3 goals. You can probably hear that in the background. What a start. And of course, we're going to do this again here tomorrow at noon here at LeBeer Family Arena. Same 2 teams. Please come and watch us if you can. There's no ticket prices and no parking costs. So just come and enjoy the action as that puck is chipped over the glass and out of play. So lots of things happening here on campus. You're on the football team, Ethan. How are they making out?
Phenomenal, Norm. The football team has done a great job. Currently, right now, 2-0 in the season, beating UCC and Sellenhouse. And tomorrow, we have a game at 12. Same time as our varsity Saints here, the hockey team.
Now, who do you play tomorrow?
We play Bill Crothers.
Okay. Puck is chipped out by the Saints. That's gathered up by number 6, Tyler Zook. goes over the other side, but good stick by Jake DeCapo as he pumps it inside the zone. It's off the board, still kept in by the Saints. Nice cross-ice pass shot, and that's the first shot not to get in the back of the net. That was Jake DeCapo. Saints right back on it. Nice pinch by the defenseman. It's finally shot off the boards and down the ice. Nice body check laid out there by number 20 of the Saints. That was Luke DePlacido. Back come the Saints right up the center of the ice. Carrying it is Bolche. He waits for his line change, does a good job to accomplish that. But Gilmour finally breaks out. Gavin Lapola gains the line, passes cross ice. That's broken up by the Saints, and here they come 3-on-2 going the other way. Nolan Long, leading point getter here for the Saints so far this season, gains his own. Pinching in as Jack Young keeps it in for the Saints. Puck's chipped in front, it's bouncing, and that is ripped just wide. Good shift here by the Saints. Puck back into the corner again. James Roy battling hard. He gets some help from Tucker Sinclair, and that puck is finally cleared all the way down the ice. And we have an icing with 16-17 left in the first period. Mentioned Finn Kearns, just a little bit of information about him. Plays lacrosse and golf, and plays with teammate, the aforementioned Luca DePlacido from U14 to U16 YSE, winning the U15 OMHA championship. He's also a member of the 2025 CSA champion SAC first lacrosse team, and also a member of the 24-25 McPherson tournament and PHC championship teams here at Saints. Here's a little bit of information on hard hitting number 2, Finn Kearns. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Crew Petty. Out there for the Saints, third line of Marcus Magri, Nate Feiner, and Cooper Bordeaux. Saints win the draw, push it down below the red line. Bordeaux tries to get in front, gets the puck back, brings it back to the point. Ponich, rink wind to Kearns. He takes a shot, puck is loose. They jab it at it, and the blue ice ends up in the corner, and it's flicked down the ice into the Saints zone. They clear it. Magri dumps it in. Saints will go for a change. Oh, and they almost had number 3 there as the last man on the ice. Cooper Bordeaux stole it and almost wrapped it around the far side. Boy, that would have been something. And back come the Saints again. Good head of speed by Andy Wong. He loses the puck, it's cleared out. Saints will have to try again. Sullivan with a backhand over to this side to Ryan Murray, who dumps it all the way in. It's knifed by goaltender Crew Petty into the corner. Puck is finally cleared out of the zone by Gilmour, but they give the puck right back. DePlacido goes cross ice. That's picked off by number 4, Lucian Haskis. He takes a shot right on net. That one's handled by Petrova. And back come the Saints. Ryan Murray on his right wing makes it to the half wall and no further. Gives that puck up. It's finally dumped into the Saints zone. And Hayden Stroud, what can you tell us about him, Ethan?
Hayden actually is one of the players on the U18 AAA hockey team, one of our other many hockey teams here at SAC, here filling in for the St. Andrews Saints. First-year student as well.
And as you were mentioning to me earlier, not lacking for size.
No, Hayden is a big fella, probably sitting around 6 foot, weighs almost 215 pounds. Big, strong kid on the ice for sure.
And that puck is chipped into the bench of the Gilmour Academy Lancers. Well, good to have that kind of size that you can just call up at a moment's notice.
Exactly.
He's taking the place for Connor Durbin, who's on suspension, but I believe is available for tomorrow's game against Gilmour here. Saints win the draw. Kearns cross ice here to Jacob Bolche. First line out there for Coach Manning of Bolche, Karskadin, and DeCapo. Puck is dumped in low. Bolche first one there to get it. lays it off in the corner for Karskadin. They lose the puck and it's finally cleared out, and Finn Kearns get it back for the Saints. Bolche goes cross ice to DeCapo. Capo dumps it in, rimmed around by William Burns, but back Karskadin, nice cross ice pass to Kearns. He takes a shot, and that one is steered over the glass by goaltender Crew Petty. 13:32 left to go here in the first period. Gilmour Academy, private school in Ohio. Frequent visitors here to St. Andrews College. They are always on the schedule. Had some great contests between these two teams in the past. There's a shot that goes right through the blue ice. Puck along the wall. Nolan Long takes the hit. And Saints will have to regroup. Sullivan to DePlacido, who dumps it in. Puck is rimmed around the boards by Gilmour. No one there for them. So Saints can maintain possession. Nolan Long and another puck over the glass. And we'll have a face-off again to the right of Crew Petty. Good crowd here tonight, considering the Blue Jays start their World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. I believe they're starting about an hour from now. I know I'll be getting updates, Ethan, on my phone from my wife.
That's phenomenal.
Oh, here's a 2-on-1 for Gilmour. Great back checking there by number 27, Charlie Sullivan, for the Saints. He thwarted what could have been a 2-on-1 there for the Lancers, and Saints clear the zone. James Roy gets it inside the blue line, but the Lancers will pick that up. Long cross ice pass to Frizzle. That's broken up, and the Lancers will start again. Puck's given up to Bordeaux. Bordeaux with a shot. He rips it wide. Feiner gets there first. He takes a shot. That one ends up in the corner. And back come the Lancers. Two cross ice passes. Ends up on Kortsanov's stick. He dumps it in, but no support. So Saints there first. And easy clearance for them. On his horse is Magri. Magri gets there and draws the penalty. So Saints get their goaltender off, get the additional attacker, but there's your whistle, and we've got our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a slash. And I believe it's going to number 2, Kuznetsov. No, I beg your pardon. Don't have anybody coming over to the bench yet. There we go. Number 6. That is Taylor Zook. So Taylor Zook in the box for slashing at 8:09. So Ethan, we'll get a good look here at the Saints power play. Kearns surveys the scene, lays that off to the side, and up come the Saints. Charging hard as Nolan Long comes back to Kearns. Over to DePlacido, back to Kearns. He goes cross-icers, quick one-timer. Nice shot by Nolan Long, better save by Crew Petty. Puck comes back to the points. Saints with good possession. Cross-ice, they score! Great cross-ice pass. Tucker Sinclair right on the doorstep, and the Saints are up 3-1.
Phenomenal goal by Tucker there. Just sitting right in front of the net, waiting for that opportunity. And as soon as he got the chance for the one-timer, he put it right on net to make it 3-1 for the Saints.
Tucker Sinclair with 2 goals now inside the first 10 minutes of the first period. Boy, he has an absolutely sparkling chance at the hat trick. In fact, he still has 11 minutes and 14 seconds to get his third here in the first period. So great start by the Saints, but we know how quickly Gilmour Academy Lancers answered last time. Petrova out of his net, starts the breakout for the Saints. Gets pushed into the corner, Pahanic. after that, and Kearns finally there to settle it down. Kearns. Safe release pass, but it's dumped right back in, and Kearns will try again. Now they finally clear the zone, and back come the Saints. Andy Wong. Puck is rimmed around over to the other side. Milan. Landon clears it around to the other side to Placido. Keeps it in. DePlacido dances along that blue line. Drops it down low to James Roy. He gives it up, and it is cleared by Gilmour in the skates of Lapola. And there is another puck. And didn't we talk about this last game we did? The number of pucks that went over the glass? That's 4. I'm keeping a tally today. That's 4 pucks over the glass.
If I remember last game we both commentated together, Norm, I want to say it was from 7 to 8 pucks that went over the net that time.
Yeah. Saints win the draw. Sullivan over this side to Bolche. Bolche dumps it in and chases. It's just DiCapo who gets there first. Puck into the corner. It's clipped off the glass, but Saints keep it in. And is finally pushed over the line, and Charlie Sullivan. Toronto boy has to go back to get it. Helping out is Luke DePlacido. He pushes it to a corner. And the Saints again showing great pace. Oh, there's a puck cleared right through the center. They score! And that's one they'd like to have back as Benjamin Slifko picks the pocket and finds the corner. Benjamin Slifko. So Benjamin Slifko, just when you think everything is going the Saints' way, scores one at 11:20. And we're back to a 1-goal game. Saints win the draw. Jack Young takes the hit but does the job as he gets the puck in the offensive zone. It's picked off by the Saints. There's a backhander rebound, and great opportunity there for Nate Feiner. And the goaltender made 2 great saves on that. Cooper Bordeaux in the corner. Lancers come up with it momentarily, but Saints get it right back. Nice cross-ice pass there to Bordeaux, but he's all by himself. Bordeaux drags it in the corner, allows his defenseman to change. Puck is clipped off the wall and kept in by the Saints, and there is puck number 5 over the glass.
I will say the Saints have been playing some physical hockey right now with number 20, with number Luca DePlacido, and also Jake DiCapo, both delivering punishing blows on the ice and also doing some great back checking here for the Saints.
Yeah, that certainly gets the bench going, doesn't it? When you're playing well and you have some physicality in your game.
For sure. We got the first football team right there behind the goaltender right there. They're getting hyped for the boys. They love to see some physical hockey.
Well, there they took a puck right off the glass in front of them. Now, is that special teams, offense, defense, or a mixture of everybody?
Oh, that's everyone right there. We got a bunch of our two-way guys going over there too. Carson Metcalf, offense and defensive lineman for us.
Very good. Here's a 2-on-1 going the other way for the Saints. Nice cross-ice pass and a great save, as that was a pass right through the top of the blue ice. James Roy got his stick on it. Don't think he got quite as much as he would have liked. Back comes Gilmour as they chip it in. They want to change, and they get it. So Saints should have an easy release here out of their own zone, and they get it. Finn Kearns right through the neutral zone. He'll retreat and allow his team a change. Puck cleared over here. Directly below us, dumped back into the zone. And puck is cleared around the side, kept in by number 20. That's Alexander Cleary, dumps it back in. So some offensive zone time here for the Lancers. Puck is chipped in from the blue line. Bouncing puck right in front. There's a shot. Oh, a nice save there by Petrova. So that puck was on end. Saints finally clear it out. And I believe we have an offside. with 7:19 left to go here in the first period. So you mentioned the physical play of Jacob DeCapo, a little bit about him. He's an Etobicoke, Ontario boy. His previous team was the U16 Toronto Marlboros. His junior rights are with the Guelph Storm, and he's in Memorial House. Sure you're familiar with that. Puck at the half wall, kept in by the Saints. Dumping it in the rest of the way was Ryan Murray, fourth line out here for Coach Manning. Play it to the middle top of the slot area. That's picked off by the Lancers. And nice clearance by them to number 17. That's Gabe O'Connor. He gives it up. The Saints gain the zone. Bolche dragging it. Bolche gets it in the zone, takes his man down at the same time. Karskadin in there as well. And there's the third, DeCapo. Three-headed monster of this first line for the Saints. There's a shot off a leg, high off the glass. Kept in by Bolche. And that is played past Hayden Stroud. He'll have to retreat to get it. Jack Young to Karskadin. Karskadin on the backhand. One hand on the stick, drags it in the corner. Hayden Stroud pinching in. Puck's played in front. DeCapo just couldn't quite get there. Jack Young goes rink wide. There's a sharp angle shot. That one was saved by the goaltender. Bolche again, back to the point. Some good offensive zone time here for the Saints as finally Crew Petty says enough is enough and covers that one up for a faceoff. Face-off to the right of the goaltender. Nate Feiner wins the draw. Saints been good from the face-off dot today. There's a shot, hits a leg, and finally cleared outside of the zone. Finn Kearns lays that off to partner Evan Ponich. The Guelph native dumps that one into the zone. Kearns all the way up there, playing his usual physical play. And the puck is finally cleared out. Good defensive play there by number 21. Marcus Magri breaking that up. Lancers at center ice, dump and chase. Kornetsov, the second goal scorer, goes for a change as back come the Saints. Bordeaux plays it in front. Another pass by Nate Feiner. No one there at the far side of the net, but still kept in by the Saints. There's a redirect. And good save by Petty. Puck is cleared and dumped by number 15, Thomas Putnam. He is the captain. Vail, Colorado boy. Gets it back to the point, looks for the return pass. He's taken down. And Saints will clear the zone again. Bordeaux dumps, he'll go for a change. Chasing is Sinclair. And the puck is knifed in by number 12, Ben Bristol Murray. Saints cleared the zone. Nifty pass there to James Roy. Roy gets it to center ice area. No one there for the Saints, though. And the puck is knifed in by Gilmour, and they'll go for a change with just 4 minutes left to go here in a very fast first period. Only had one penalty, but 5 goals. Puck is played in front, no one there for the Lancers. And back come the Saints. 3-on-2 here, nice cross-ice pass to Roy. There's a shot just fanned on by Hayden Stroud. And Gilmour Academy will dump it out. Stroud. End of a long shift for him. Good pass forward to James Roy. He's dispatched of the puck. And carrying it up is number 13, Owen Kroc. Kroc scored the first goal here for Gilmour Academy. And we will have a face-off to the left of Petrova. 3:19 left to go here in the first period. 3-2 is our score in favor of the Saints. I'm Norm Fenning along with Ethan St. Pierre. We're delighted you're here with us here tonight. And as I mentioned, we will do this again at noon tomorrow. Puck is dumped in the Saints zone. No one there for Gilmour, so easy extra for Ponich, but kept in by Gilmour. There's a sharp angle shot that's ripped wide. Rebound comes all the way out. Roman Scales gets the puck. He dumps it in the Saints zone, but no one there. And an easy exit for the Saints. We may have a too many men here. Did you see that, Ethan? I believe that's what the call is.
When I saw and looked on the ice, Norm, I did thought I was able to count 6 blue hats on the ice there, but I'm not sure if I was seeing things or not.
I believe that's what it is. They're just determining who's going to take this one. It looks like it's going to be number 19, Anthony Mays. So Anthony Mays in the box. Great opportunity here for the Saints. End of this first period. See if they can just add one more. It's at 17-15. It was for too many players, and that was an awkward moment as they were in the middle of a line change and the puck went directly in front of their bench, and that is always a recipe for disaster. As we have our first little dust up here, right in front of a throng of St. Andrews students, so they are enjoying the action. And it looks like we're going to have a number of penalties called on this. So just when we had a great flow going to this period, we'll see who's heading to the box. So
Jake DeCapo
is one.
And number 10 for the other team, Norm.
Yeah, so Jake DeCapo in the box for the Saints. And Roman Scala. I believe those are offsetting. So they will be on the ice, the first whistle after they serve their 2 minutes. So it's being explained to both benches. 2:22, as I mentioned, left to go here. Actually, DeCapo's penalty is up there, so they're not offsetting. So we are towards the end of October. I believe once we hit our November telecasts, Matt Wyatt, our executive producer, will be here for our telecast, which means that during intermissions you'll get to see episodes of SAC Today, which is a video magazine of all kinds of things happening both on campus here and in Canada and internationally. It's like a news magazine. It's very professionally done. Lots of accolades for that program and for what they produce. So that's something to look forward to in our telecasts in November.
That's exactly right, Norm. Being a part of the SAC Today broadcast journalism class, we're able to produce phenomenal episodes for the school, capture great footage of events and sporting activities we have around campus, and just updating the St. Andrews College body of what's going on at the school, because we're all so busy. Sometimes we forget about all the other amazing things our school offers, and we want to get it out there for the guys to figure out that's not just your sport and it's not just your musical stuff. You know, there's so many other things you can do on campus here at St. Andrews.
Sure, and it's such a great communication tool for parents and siblings and things at home, right? To see what's going on campus as well.
100%.
As well as, obviously, all the skills that you're learning, camera work, writing, editing, public speaking, all those things go into that program. So,
that's right, Norm.
So puck is cleared out of Gilmour's zone. We have 4-on-4 hockey. There's a penalty going against the Saints, and all of a sudden, within the last 45 seconds, we're filling the penalty boxes. Finn Kearns, I believe.
There's that physical play once again by number 2, Finn Kearns.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can be a little too physical at times, but you know what? We love to see the big boomsticks on the field, on the ice.
Absolutely. And I mean, Finn knows where the penalty box is. This won't be his first trip, but that goes along with being a physical player. And we now have 4-on-3 hockey. Our scoreboard is lit up like a Christmas tree with all the penalties on it as the draw is won. William Burns for Gilmour. Saints playing a tight triangle behind that. Clary dumps it down low over to this side. It's picked up by Slifko. Back to the point. There's a shot, rebound. Comes to the corner, back up top again. Over here, there's a shot and a good block there by Luca De Placido. Puck goes behind the Saints net. Clear it off the half wall and out. Still 50 seconds left in the first penalty to the Saints. Boy, Saints have got 1, 2, 3 players jammed in there. There's a shot, and that is right in the chest of goaltender Chase Petrova.
Saw right in the corner again, another hit by number 20, De Placido. Those boys, those defensemen for St. Andrews really know how to play physical and how to get gritty on the ice. Yeah, they play a very heavy game, and I know that's something that Coach Gates said from the very first game we telecast this year when I asked him what is the strength of the team. The first thing, 2 things he mentioned was our defense and our goaltending, and he's been prophetic because we are now approaching the halfway point of this season, and I would concur with that assessment 100%. There's a shot. Good save by the goaltender. Puck is popped out, but kept in by number 7. That's Frizzle. He takes a shot. There's another save. And now we have 5-on-3 hockey for 18 seconds or less. So something you don't see every day. There's a play in front that goes cross ice. And what an opportunity for Gilmour here. There's another shot and a good save by Petrova. Just 8 seconds left in Jake DiCapo's penalty. Phenomenal save by Petrova there, showing off the glove work, just snagging that puck right out of the air. That's what I love to see from the goaltending here by our Saints. Well, this would be a real boost to the Saints if they could fight off this 2-man disadvantage here. Big, big face-off for Alex Karskadin. Officials letting a lot of stick work go before the face-offs. Draw won by Gilmour. Over to this side, there's a shot on the short side. That's handled easily by the goaltender. The penalty is over, so it is now 5-on-4 in Gilmour's favor. Puck cleared back to the point. Burns plays that in front. No one there for Gilmour. Back on Burns' stick again. There's cross ice pass. Shot. Petrova with the pad save and chipped out by the Saints. And that is the end of the first period. So Finn Kearns will be in the penalty box for 10 seconds or less starting the second period. But after 1, our score is 3-2 in favor of the Saints. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Come on, this thing!
I don't have no clue. What? And a goal by number 8 of the black team. gosh. I was so scared that the live stream wasn't actually working.
Well, I can't find it.
So how it works is you click the live like thing right there, see watch. It should be moving right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Well, hopefully they saw it.
Did it get streamed?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm just hoping they can find it. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm teaching there Monday.
You can just plug. They would love that. You could also screen record it and then also send it in a private message.
You're way beyond me. I'm nodding like this. And
Yeah.
inside I'm saying,
I'm not very good, like, forms of like, with like the SAC Today stuff, like I don't do a lot of the editing portions. I do more of the filming and the on-camera stuff.
right, yeah.
But I'm not a huge editor guy. I don't get all that.
Is that class still, is it 11-12?
Yeah, 11, 12. Yeah.
Does he get two classes of that?
Yeah, so he has two classes split with 11 and 12 because they want more experienced people with the not as experienced guys so they can balance it out.
Now, you're not semester here.
No, we're day to day.
So those two classes are running year round.
Yeah, so
Two classes.
like my class, I had it today, and then the other class would have it tomorrow.
Right.
And then we would flip back and forth.
Now, was I correct on that? Is he coming starting November?
Pardon?
Is he coming starting November?
Mr. Wyatt?
Yeah, doing
Yes. So what he's going to do is he's going to come between intermissions and have like, so sometimes we have like extra bits, like extra stuff, like stories that we don't put into the SAC Today episode.
Oh, okay.
So we would probably fire those in between.
Oh, okay.
Each one's like 2.5 minutes, or we would just play the whole episode, like the first 2 minutes and the second, and the second half and the second, and the final bit of the third.
Well, we are back. End of first period. Our score is your St. Andrews Saints 3, Gilmour Academy Lancers 2. Just a quick recap. Starting the game, Finn Kearns at 28 seconds scored. Then Owen Crack at 47 seconds answered for Gilmour. Then at 58 seconds, Tucker Sinclair got his first of two. Ben Slifko at 11:20 tied things up for the Lancers, and then Tucker Sinclair, as I mentioned, got his second goal at 8:46, and our score is 3-2. Starting the second period, Finn Kearns is in the penalty box for only 10 seconds, and we will be back to even strength. Hi everyone, I'm Norm Finning along with Ethan St. Pierre, and Ethan, boy, the way that first period started, the first minute of that first period, it looked like a shooting gallery, but things have kind of settled down somewhat since then.
You know, I feel like it was just kind of first minute jitters for the goaltenders and net. You know, let in some goals pretty early in the first 2 minutes of the game. But, you know, I feel like both teams have now relaxed, got in their heads, back in the game. Great goaltending from both sides, and you know what, some phenomenal hockey on the ice as well.
Things got very physical towards the last 5 minutes of the game, too. Play slowed down as we had a lot of penalties. Puck is dumped in the zone, and that will do it for the Kearns penalties. So we are now 5-on-5 on this fresh sheet of ice here beginning the second period. Saints, first line out there of Karskadin, Bolche, and DeCapo. Behind them is Sullivan and DePlacido. Puck is dumped into the zone. DePlacido back to get it for the Saints. He gets it the half wall, but no further as it's dumped back in by the Lancers. Saints cleared the zone. Nifty move there by Bolche as he gains the offensive zone, goes cross ice, just a little bit too far for its intended target. That was Milani. And the puck is cleared all the way back into the Saints zone. Picked up long shot as Gilmour goes for a change. Saints with a chance here. Long reaching pass looking for James Roy. It was in his skates. And puck ends up behind the Gilmour net. Long reaching pass broken up by the Saints. Nice cross ice pass there to Long. Takes a shot, goes off a leg, but he gets it back to the point, and that is chipped up and over the glass. So Saints would love to get one here early, restore that 2-goal lead they had before Ben Slifko tied things up momentarily for the Lancers. Tucker Sinclair along with Nolan Long and James Roy out there. Stroud, the call up, tries to get that puck through. It's knocked down. Gilmour clears the zone. Dragged into the Saints zone, but not too much further. It's finally pumped back in the rest of the way. Gathering that up is number 9, Fatty. He gives the puck up to Jack Young. It's cleared out to Nathan Long. Nolan Long, I beg your pardon. Gets it over the blue line, but the Saints were offside. They have to tag up. And that gives Gilmour enough time to clear the zone. Finn Kearns. No pressure on him whatsoever. Long pass just outside the reach of James Roy. Puck is picked up by Sinclair. Back to Kearns. He takes a shot. That's off a defenseman. Goes into the corner. Collected by Long. Long, I mentioned, top point getter here for the Saints so far in the season. I believe he has 19 points, 9 goals, 10 assists. We're going to get a penalty to the Saints. And that happened behind the play. I'm waiting for the call. It looks like a slash. And I believe it's going to go to number 8. No, I beg your pardon.
Tucker Sinclair.
Yep, Tucker Sinclair, who's all over the score sheet. 2 goals. Now he's got a penalty. So Tucker Sinclair is the guilty party at 2:43 here of the second period. So great opportunity for Gilmour. Bring this one back to a draw. Goaltender Crew Petty starts the breakout for his Lancers. They gain the zone, dump it in below the red line. Luca De Placido chases, and it's finally pushed out the rest of the way. Good effort there by Nate Feiner. Scala plays that up ahead. Over to number 3, Benjamin Slifko. Over this side, that shot is off the defenseman, goes to the far corner. Played below the red line. Right at the dot, back to the point. There's a shot, no traffic in front. Puck went wide anyway, and it ends up below the red line again. That was a 4-minute penalty, by the way. So 1 minute has expired. There's still 3 minutes left in the penalty to Tucker. So Saints get the puck, fire it down the zone, and as importantly, get a full change. And Gilmour will retreat and play that ahead. Knifed in by number 9, Fatty. But Saints break that up. That was close to offside, but not. There's a shot, save by Petrova, and Saints come down with it. Andy Wong tries to get that in front. He had Ryan Murray, I beg your pardon, Cooper Bordeaux in front waiting for that. Couldn't quite get that pass over. Just over 2 minutes left in the penalty now to Tucker, as the Saints clear that one all the way down the ice, and they get a change again. So far, mission accomplished for the Saints. There's a long pass, and is that going to be an icing? It is. So that helps the St. Andrews cause even further, as we have an icing call. So taking the face-off for the Saints, Marcus Magri, Oakville boy. And this one's won by Gilmour. They go cross ice to number 12, Bristol Murray. Plays that over to Fatty. The shot from the short side doesn't get through. It's off the stick of Bristol Murray. Burns. Long shot that was deflected. That one the goaltender did not see, but the puck is cleared down the ice. It's going to allow the Saints forwards to change with 1:26 left in the penalty to Tucker. So Saints playing virtually the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the second period shorthanded. That is not, I believe, what Coach Manning was hoping for. His big body check is leveled out there. And again, that's right in front of a Saint contingent of fans. They love it as the puck is cleared out, and we're inside a minute left in the penalty. Puck is cleared into the zone by Kuznetsov. Cleared all the way over here to number 20. Pinching is Alexander Cleary. He dumps it in off the glass. Puck in the corner and cleared out by the Saints again. And they'll get a full change this time. One last opportunity here for Gilmour. Benjamin Slifke, right in front of zone bench, is tied up. And Saints come up with it, chipped ahead, and Jacob Bolche, showing some good speed and a good stick, gets that puck all the way up into the Gilmour defensive zone with just 10 seconds left in the penalty now to Tucker. Puck is dumped into the zone, and that is going to do it for the penalty. So Saints fight off a 4-minute disadvantage. And as we hit the 13-minute mark of this period, score is still 3-2 in favor of the Saints. Bordeaux dumps it in for the Saints. Sinclair there as he stayed on the ice. That's broken up, and here's a chance for Gilmour. Pushing it into the corner, Scala goes behind the Saints net, And a clean exit for them. Good job by the Saints getting back. They play it towards the center of the ice that's broken up. All of a sudden, play is starting to open up a little bit now. And we've got a hand pass here directly below us. So with 12:35, we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line of the Saints zone. Ethan, what are your thoughts so far in this period?
You know, not like the first period there, Norm. You know, not a lot of scoring, not a whole lot of shots on net, but just a lot of back and forth and physical defense from both teams here.
Yeah, it took us almost 8 minutes to get back to 5-on-5 hockey here. We'll see how long that lasts. Jack Young dumps it in for the Saints. They send 2 in, and it does the job as the puck comes back to the point. Jack Young shoots it again.
That's number 3, Norm.
Oh, it's more than 3. I'm keeping track. That's number 7
wow.
so far. So, again, we got to question that puck budget for St. Andrews College. You may have to start charging admission. So, face-off, Tucker Sinclair, as I mentioned. 2 goals, penalty, 4-minute penalty. All over the score sheet as the puck directly below us now, and out it comes. Gavin Lapola takes a shot short side. That's off the glove of Petrova. Nice forward pass there. Nolan Long looking for help. Drops it back, no one there. Oh, a big body check. Finn Kearns caught Benjamin Slifko right in the train tracks and unloaded on him, and that got the fans going there. Well, there you have it, Ethan. That, you know, if you've got a little bit of a lull, a hit like that just gets everybody going.
Exactly. I don't know if anyone wants to be coming across the middle of the ice of the Saints now after those 2 punishing hits by both Finn Kearns. And I didn't see the open ice one, but those were massive hits by both of the boys on the ice.
Andy Wong takes a face-off. He wins that for the Saints, and it's dumped in the rest of the way by Kearns. Puck deflected into the Saints zone, all the way back for his Pahanic. Plays it off the wall. Back to Kearns again. And Kearns is taken to the wall. And he gets the appropriate feedback from the Gilmour bench. Good job by number 2 there, keeping that puck in. That was Korsunev. And it is cleared around. I think that one was touched by someone on the bench for Gilmour, so the face-off will come outside the blue line with 11:21 left to go here in the second period. Again, Ethan, I'm really surprised on these face-offs how much stick work the officials are allowing before the puck is dropped.
There's a lot of antsy movement by the guys right now. We're getting a little chippy right now on the ice.
Yeah, and that's not helping. They're also allowing a lot of movement for the wingers on those face-offs as well. And I think you're right. You allow that much of that, and it just escalates and it escalates. This puck is dumped in on Petrova. He steers it in the corner. There's another body check. Good one. Handed out by Gilmour. I believe that was number 9, Cas Rafati. Feiner has it pop off his stick. Puck comes back in the Saints zone. Saints come up with it, and back they come. Breakout pass to Magri, who dumps it in diagonally on the chase is Bordeaux. He gets there first, centers it, no one there for the Saints. And out it comes for Gilmour Academy. Blake Ford dumps it in the rest of the way. And we'll have a face-off in the Saints zone. So no goals so far this period. Just Only thing on the sheet is that 4-minute penalty to Tucker Sinclair, and that has been it for this period. So as you mentioned, Ethan, very different than the start of this game. DeCapo in pursuit. Puck is chipped off the wall. Brought in by number 11, Ford. Ford takes a shot, tries to get his own rebound. There's going to be a penalty against the Saints here with a hold. As Ford did a great job not just of getting the puck on net, but chasing that down, and that's what drew the penalty. So going to the box for the Saints will be number 19, Jacob Bolche. And that might be one of those good penalties in that he probably thwarted a very good scoring opportunity there for the Lancers. So Bolche in the box at 9:55 here of the second period. Puck chipped off the boards and all the way down the ice by Karskaden. Carrying the puck is Roman Scala. Played up to Slifko. Lancers get the puck to the half wall. Digging hard for that is Jack Young. Karskaden is helping as well. Karskaden gets it to the blue line, and it's finally chipped out over the line. Gilmour will have to regroup. Scala over his defense partner Cleary, who goes rink wide. Another rink wide pass. Chasing that down is Putnam. And that puck is cleared all the way back down into the Gilmour zone. And we've got an offside as the goaltender cleared that puck, and in a little bit of a fracas here in the far corner. We can't see much of it because, again, that's where a lot of the St. Andrews College student body is located. Looks like that's all done with. I don't know if we're going to have penalties here or not. Yep, we'll have two, I believe.
A little late hit, I would say, there by number 11, Hayden Strout there, but boy, was it a punishing blow right on the boards.
So we've got two for the Saints. Number 12, Ryan Murray in the box. That's the third penalty for the Saints this period. And who else have we got in there?
We also got Hayden Strout.
Strout is in there as well. And there's one, haven't got it on the clock yet. I did not get the Gilmour Academy player, but.
And Bolche. Bolche's also still in the box.
Yeah, Bolche's there.
Number
along
12.
with Murray and Stroud. And in the box the other way is number 12, Ben Bristol Murray. So a very popular spot right now as we have 4 players plus the Gilmour second goalie in the box. It's not there for punitive reasons. It's just opening up more space on their bench, on the Lancer bench. So face-off will be at the offside circle just directly below us here. So we have 5-on-3 hockey here for at least 53 seconds. Or 53 seconds or less, I beg your pardon. As the puck is right at the corner, they jab at it. And goaltender Chase Petrova, who really hasn't had a lot of work, Ethan, this period, has he?
No, he has not. I find, like, when he has opportunities to make the saves, he's been very consistent with them, other than the 2 points allowed, the 2 goals. You know, made some great plays down low in the butterfly and also with the glove. Great goaltending work now in the second period by Petrova here.
So taking the face-off is Putnam against Karskaden. And Karskaden's removed from the circle. That's the first time we've seen that today. Finn Kearns will come in as well. Gilmour will win that draw. Puck is bouncing in the air, comes back to the point, and Gilmour will settle it down, and Saints will settle back. In their triangle, there's a rebound shot and a save, and then another save by Petrova.
Like I just said, Petrova gets the work done with that glove. His second phenomenal grab and snag with that glove there to stop the puck to allow the game to be 3-3.
Still 30 seconds left in that first penalty to Bolche. So Saints will still be down 2 men. Face-off won by the Saints. That was a big one. They get it behind the net and clear the zone. So big face-off win there for the Saints. Back to get it is number 20, Cleary. He's the assistant from LaGrange, Ohio. Carries the puck all the way into the offensive zone. It's off his skate behind the Saints net. And just 3 seconds left. Can they spring Bolche here as he's back on the ice? So we're now 5-on-4. Bolche stays on there. There's a one-timer that's handled by Petrova, and he'll gobble that up. 48 seconds left in the penalty to number 11, Hayden Stroud. So for a call-up, he's got his name on the score sheet now as well. So boy, Ethan, the amount of time the Saints have had 5-on-5 here, I'm sure it's been less than 5 minutes this period.
That's what I see as well. You know, they've been playing great defense on the power defense, not allowing any power play goals. And you know what? That's like the bright spot here that the Saints have is a phenomenal defensive core with Finn Kearns and Nathan Pahanich. And, you know, their forwards get it done as well, getting the puck out of the zone.
Puck is brought down in the Saints zone momentarily, but it's cleared all the way back out. And the clock continues to tick. Just 20 seconds left in that final penalty of the Saints. Gilmour dunked the puck below the red line. Saints battle for it. That's Jack Young. He pushes it below the red line, but Gilmour there first. They get it back to the point, step in, there's a shot. Good save by the goaltender. And good job by the defenders to give him a clear view. We're back on 5-on-5 hockey. Here's an opportunity. Karskadin drives the net. And good job by the goaltender coming out of the net and laying himself out almost like a soccer goalie and making that save. Karskadin dumps it in front, goes over a stick. Sullivan with a shot on the short side. There's a save. And boy, it seems like forever since the Saints have had the puck down in this end of the zone as they've been killing penalties most of the period. Puck is finally cleared out and Saints will start again. Sullivan ahead to Sinclair. Tucker. Saints gain the zone on the short side. Pahanich surveys the scene and the puck comes all the way back in the Saints zone. That lets Gilmour change. Nolan Long tries to go cross ice. There's a good defensive stick. Long gets it again. Plays it below the red line. James Roy comes back to Sullivan, goes cross ice to Pahanich. That's off a leg, and we've got a 3-on-2 going the other way. Good stick by Pahanich, though. Sullivan is taken to the wall. Gets up, though. He ends up with the puck again with just over 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Score is the same as we started this period, 3-2 in favor of the Saints. Carrying the puck up the ice is number 22, Samuel Murda from Drayton, Ohio. Puck all the way down below the red line of the Saints. Gets to the blue line, but pumped right back in. And DePlacido will leave that for Kearns. Kearns, good exit pass there to Magri. Magri picks up the loose change, back to Kearns, back to Magri. Saints finally get it over the blue line and out, and Gilmour dumps it right back in, and slowly that offensive zone time possession is going Gilmour's way. Saints finally do clear the zone. Out it goes. Feiner gets in front, short side, they jab at it. Oh, that looked like that almost was in. That was Jacob Bolche from his knee. And that didn't miss by much. They go cross ice, good defensive stick. Kearns with a shot. Oh, that one stung. So that hit the forward's leg. And he will go for a break. Puck is dumped in Saints zone. Kearns lays that back, and back come the Saints. To Capo, first line out there to Karskadin. Karskadin, oh! Is that in?
No, it hit the top mesh there, Norm.
Oh my goodness. De Capo almost had one there. That would be great to have a replay there, as from my angle that looked like it went in. So the puck hit the top of the net, is that what you're saying?
The puck went right up and hit the mesh up top across the glass.
I see. Wow. Oh, on top of the glass.
Yeah, it was a massive shot.
Okay, I got to add to my total. That's 8 pucks over the glass. And Gilmour rip it off the wall and get it out, but Saints, some renewed energy as they're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gain the zone again. Ryan Murray in there hard. He's taken down. Helping out is Andy Wong. And Milani chases that down, tries to get a shot. Goes behind the net. Saints scrappy line here. Comes back to the point. There's a shot. They score! And what a seeing eye shot. Hayden Stroud, the call-up. And my goodness, how happy are the Saints for him.
Phenomenal work by Stroud. You know, if I was the call-up showing how good he is of a player being called up to the big team, that's phenomenal for Hayden, really putting himself on the map right now for the Saints.
So Hayden Stroud, boy, when he took that shot, from my perspective, it looked like, you know, that was one of those shots you just hopefully get it through. There was so much traffic, and it was a seeing eye shot. I don't think the goaltender saw it at all.
Absolute snipe on the top right corner there for Hayden. You know, couldn't be more proud of the guy.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, and I think he's on the score sheet for a penalty as well. So making his presence known here in his debut is Hayden Stroud, the young man with a goal and a penalty. And back come the Saints. Good shot there. Tucker Sinclair with the backhand. That one almost made the mark. Sullivan goes cross ice. Saints now get it. That one is gloved by the goaltender. And the Saints now, all of a sudden, there's renewed energy in the arena here as we finally got back to some 5-on-5 hockey, and the Saints took advantage, and they restored that 2-goal lead with 2:52 left to go here in the second period. We got a penalty going against the Saints, James Roy. Now, I would think if there's something that Coach Manning is going to mention to his team is that they've had 4 penalties in the period, 6 in the game. That's not helping their cause. So it's good to play a physical game, but boy, you don't want to spend that much time in the box. So I think the Saints might have called a timeout, and I can't read lips, but or maybe they didn't. I think Coach Manning is getting his 2 cents worth here with the officials. How are you at reading lips, Ethan? Can you tell what he's saying?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give myself a solid 2 about reading lips. But, you know, like, if I'm going to use a little bit of my brain here, I feel like he didn't really agree with the call and wanted an explanation of what was going on. And you know what? Like, completely fair on Coach Manning's behalf.
Sure. So face-off will come back in the Saints zone. They're shorthanded, and there is 2:52 left to go here in this second period. So puck ripped off the wall and out by the Saints. And Gilmour will have to retreat. And there's a wayward pass. And good forechecking here by DeCapo, as same with Karskadin. Karskadin picks it up. He'll drag it around. And I think the Saints picked up another penalty.
Well, by the looks of it, him and Jake DeCapo, number 12 of the opposing team, they slid into the net together. It didn't look like Jake purposely went into the net to disrupt the
I think you're right. I think it was the penalty. The net was just dislodged, and that caused the whistle. But good news for Saints and Saints fans, they get the offensive faceoff. So Karskadin has got DeCapo with him. Behind him, Finn Kearns and Evan Pahanic. So draw one by Gilmour, and out they come directly below us now. Puck is laid off to number 10, Roman Scala, Royersford, Pennsylvania boy. Retreat into the neutral zone, and Gilmour will try again, and again back comes Scala. He dumps it all the way in, and that is gloved by goaltender Chase Petrova. Chase Petrova, King City boy, been very strong here for the Saints. Give you a little bit of information about him. His previous team was the Ajax Pickering Raiders U18. His junior rights are with the Ottawa 67s. So face-off one by Gilmour. They take a shot from a sharp angle that hits the traffic in front, goes in the corner. Saints come up with it, fired all the way down the ice, and they will stay as is, as there's just 50 seconds left in the penalty, 1:40 left in the period. Gilmour go cross ice for O'Connor. He plays it to the center. Good stick there by the Saints to break that up. That was number 8, number 9. I beg your pardon, Nate Feiner. And Saints rip that one off the glass and down. Now they'll get their change. Gilmour will try again. There's a loose pass, and they have to regroup again as number 13, Owen Kroc, brings it back and dumps it into the zone. In on the forecheck is number 17, Gabe O'Connor. Goes into the far corner as we now enter the last minute of this second period. 3 Lancers, 2 Saints fight for it. The numbers win. Lancers get it. Penalty is over. There's a shot saved by Petrova. Saints defenders did a good job boxing out there, and that allowed number 10, Jake DeCapo, to clean up. They get the pass cross ice. They were looking for DeCapo on the far side. Didn't get him. And Gilmour come up with the puck. Maybe one last chance for them as number 7, Galen Frizzle, avoids the hit. Gets across ice. There is a big hit, and that Lancer is staying down momentarily. Now he's back up. Karskadin picks it up, drives a nice pass. Oh, Karskadin put it right on a table for DeCapo. That's just missed. There's another shot as the Saints knocking on the door here in the last final seconds of the second period, and that will do it. Little dust up here with DeCapo, and trying to get a number. I believe that's number 3, Benjamin Slifko. So I'm not sure if penalties are going to ensue. That was the end of the period. See if the officials signal anything. I think there will be penalties. Not sure. But we'll take a little break. We'll get you all caught up at the beginning of the third period. Hello, we are back and we are live here from Lapeer Family Arena on the campus of St. Andrews College. I'm Norm Fenning along with partner Ethan St. Pierre. Our score is 4-2 for the Saints over the Gilmour Academy Lancers. So I do see a penalty on the board here, Ethan. It is against Gilmour Academy, number 5, William Burns, and that penalty must have occurred after the last whistle of the second period.
I'm not too sure what happened to Jake DeCapo after the incident on the ice and after the buzzer, so I wasn't too sure if he's still in the game or not, but we'll see if he skates on the ice or not.
Well, this will be a unique opportunity as we have not seen. I think the Saints have had one power play, if I'm not mistaken.
That is right. It actually looks like number 10 is in the penalty box, though. So it looks like he still is in the game.
Okay, so we are starting 5-on-4 here. So I mentioned score 4-2 in favor of the Saints. And taking the face-off for the Saints is the second line of Tucker Sinclair, James Roy, and Nolan Long. We've got Finn Kearns and Luca DePlacido behind them. And Finn Kearns will start things off. Lead pass over to DePlacido. He retreats. And we'll lay that off for Kearns again. Kearns back to him. And they gain the zone as James Roy pushes that forward. Cross-ice pass looking for Sinclair. That would have been the Hattie. Didn't quite get there. Over this side, played down low. Good job by James Roy. One hand on the stick, keeping that in. Back to Kearns. He goes cross-ice. To DePlacido. Back to Kearns. One-timer that hit the outside of the post. Rebound came all the way back to him. DePlacido. Boy, Tucker Sinclair is getting some opportunities here. He just fanned on that one. Back to Kearns again. Kearns stepping in. Takes a shot. Second time he's hit the same goalpost within about 15 seconds. He's got that shot down. Saints still in control here in this power play. They've had 3 great scoring opportunities. Come up with the puck on the far side. Back to Kearns again. Plays that down low. There's a short side shot by Tucker Sinclair, but there to cover it up was Crew Petty from Pasco, Washington. Got a full change here both ways. 31 seconds left in the penalty. So 0-0, I understand, in the Jays game right now. Jays sat the Dodgers down 1-2-3 in the first, and Jays actually loaded the bases, but flew out with 2 out. So no damage done. There's a one-timer. That doesn't get through. Just 15 seconds left in the penalty now. They're right in front. Oh, what an opportunity for Bordeaux, but the defender did a great job tying his stick up. Puck on the half wall now. Just 5 seconds left in front, but on the backhand for number 9. It's Feiner. Couldn't get the shot off, and we're back to even strength, but Feiner still having it in the offensive zone. It's a shot rink wide off the board and out. Saints will have to retreat. And Gilmour will get a partial change here. Karskadin plays that over to Jack Young. He clears the zone on a fanned pass and it's dumped back in. Charlie Sullivan will have to break things out for the Saints. Plays it off to Karskadin. Karskadin, good pivot and good patience here from the Saints breaking that out. And they do. Jacob Bolche dumps it in. He'll go for a change. Jack Young in pursuit. Puck comes out the other end. And Saints gather that up. It's a big sports night. Got this game here. We've got the Jays in the World Series. The Leafs are playing tonight. I think the Raptors may be on tonight as well, if I'm not mistaken. Tough night to travel downtown Toronto, that's for sure. Darius Rutger's also in town on the concert tonight, so boy, the more I talk about this, the tougher that traffic seems downtown as the Saints finally gain the zone. Right in front of the Gilmour bench. They keep it in, though, and driving hard for the net there is number 12 for the Saints. Good job, Ryan Murray, creating something out of seemingly nothing, but there to shut the door again is Crew Petty. So another offensive face-off here for the Saints. Nate Feiner will do the work. Grade 11 boy from Toronto, Ontario. Puck is won by Gilmour, and they'll rim it around the other side. Good speed there by number 9. Better defensive play there by Finn Kearns as he laid himself out, broke that pass up. Puck is cleared over to the other side. Taylor Zuick, first one there, pumps it back in for the Lancers, but Saints come up with it. Saints clip it off the boards and out. It goes all the way back in the zone. Taylor Zuick, Shaker Heights, Ohio boy, corrals things for the Lancers. They clear it up to the neutral zone, but no further. It's back in their zone again. And again, Zuick off the wall. Finn Kearns finishes his check. And the Saints clip it off the boards again. Dumped back in the rest of the way by Adam Kosian. He'll go for a switch. Allows the Saints some time to break things out. And they do, just a little too far for Tucker Sinclair. He's had a great game here tonight for the Saints. Nolan Long digs hard, pivots, gets the puck down low. It's cleared over to the other side, but not before Luco de Placido gets there for the Saints. Puck cleared to an open wing. Gazen Frizzle gets it to the blue line, but no further. Dumped back in by the Saints again. Finally, Gilmour will clear it out. Boy, Saints not allowing the Lancers too much freedom once they get that puck. They are right on top of them. Nolan Long chases that down. Plays it below the red line to Tucker. Tries to get the return pass. He does, but that's broken up in front of the net, and Gilmour Academy. The Lancers, here they come. Good stick work by Blake Ford. Gets it inside the zone all the way back. Roman Scala will dump it in, and the Saints will regroup. Good job there by number 11, Blake Ford. On the back check, picked the pocket, keeps the puck in the zone for the Lancers. Gives them an opportunity. There's a long shot. That one's saved by Petrova. Back to the point. Another shot. Petrova makes that save. And good lateral movement by Petrova there. So he made the initial save and scooted right over the far post. Didn't allow any opportunities for the Lancers. Good clearing pass for Bolche. Plays out ahead. There's a good shot. Better save by Crew Perry. There's another shot that's ripped high and wide. Jack Young pinches in. Carries it all the way below the red line. Got two Saints on top of the puck, and that will create a whistle and an offensive face-off for the Saints. So Chase Petrova, I was talking a little bit about that. He is a soccer fan. He also plays golf and practices martial arts. He also volunteers with the IG Walk for Alzheimer's in York Region. He has an interest in military and policing and has played against many of his current SAC teammates in OMHA and GTHL competitions. Got a broken stick on the ice, and that is a Gilmour defenseman, and that is a dangerous situation if you're a Lancers fan, but luckily for them, they clear the zone and allow him to grab a new piece of timber just as the Saints gain the zone, and that is gobbled up by Crew Petty. 13:05 left to go here in the third period. So Ethan, what things are coming up on campus here?
Currently right now, nothing huge. You know, St. Andrews, this is the one time I can say that there's not a lot of activities going on around campus. But right now, like I said, varsity football has their last regular season game at home tomorrow at 12. As well as report cards are due. We're going to get our report cards here in a few weeks, so we're busy with assignments and summatives. So we're more busy in the classroom currently right now.
Well, that makes sense. That's probably why it isn't that busy, right? If all those assignments are due. So I'm assuming you're not doing the telecast tomorrow then, if you're playing in the game.
No, sir. I'll be on the football pitch doing my thing.
Good. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
As the Saints gain the zone, they try to play it in front. Good defensive job there, clogging up that slot area, not allowing that pass through, but the Saints keep it in. Finn Kearns slashes that in front, no one there. Puck does end up below the red line. And there's Bolche with his typical physical play. Pahanic over to Kearns. Oh, the puck was on in. Nifty move by Kearns, plays it down low, but that puck was bouncing. And they couldn't do much with it. Puck is chipped high in the air. We're going to get a penalty. And it is going to go against the Lancers behind the play. And we'll get the player's number. I believe it's number 10. Let's wait for him to turn.
It is number 10, I'm pretty sure.
Number 10, so that's Roman Scala. So 2 penalties this period, both against Gilmour. Burns was in earlier, now Scala is in the box. So at the 12-11 mark, boy, this would be a big one if the Saints could get one right here. Nate Feiner, third line out there for the Saints, along with Bordeaux and Magri. They play it in front. Gilmour there first. Puck is bouncing. Finally settles down and the Saints have control. Jack Young. They go cross ice looking for Magri. That hits a couple of sticks on the way, but Saints maintain possession. Magri goes cross ice. Back to Young. Shot by Magri from the corner. That one is saved easily by Petty. There's a rebound, another good shot on the short side. And good job again by Crew Petty holding his ground. And we'll have a face-off to his right. 1:17 left in the penalty to Scala. Now, other sports that are going on, Ethan, at this time, I believe it's volleyball, right?
That's
is
correct.
going on. Cross country, running would be going as well.
Yes, sir. So speaking of events, this past weekend before we went away 2 weeks ago, we had the annual cross country run where every student in the school runs, if I remember correctly, a 4K around the whole school for the Terry Fox run as well to help raise money around school. And as well, just have a little inter-house competition. Super competitive. You know, some of these varsity hockey athletes actually placed in the top 20 out of the 600 kids who ran the race.
Wow, and I know that race goes back over 100 years here.
That's correct.
There's a big trophy, a big old trophy that, had I known you knew we were going to talk about this, I would have researched because I don't remember the name offhand, but I know that is a very prestigious honor if you win that.
That is right.
That race. Long line of winners.
The past 2 years, it's been the same guy, Merrick St. Croix, very similar name to me, but he has won, very good runner, runs outside of school, you know, going to be a Division I cross-country runner. He's a phenomenal athlete, and kudos to him.
So do people often mistake you? That they come up and congratulate you for running a good run with a similar last name?
Well, you know, I kind of outweigh Merrick by almost 110 pounds, so,
right.
You know, physically, no, but, you know, the last names.
So Slifko in the box, and Gilmour not helping their own cause here as they take 2 penalties in a row. Saints actually have a 2-man advantage here for the next 19 seconds or less should they score. Kearns. It's a very high triangle played here by Gilmour. Kearns gets it down low. And that is James Roy running out of real estate right at the corner, and it is cleared, and that kills the first penalty. So That is huge for Gilmour, and you can hear it from their bench. Saints now with the man advantage for a minute 15. Gaining the zone is Bordeaux. He's brought to the corner but keeps those legs moving, pushes it over to Karskadden on the other side. Karskadden, one of the bigger guys on the ice here, and that puck is cleared into the Gilmour bench. We've got a face-off with 9:47 left to go here in the second period. So Gilmour Academy Lancers, they actually won their state championship in 2028. 2008, they were the state runner-up. They are a 9 to 12, elementary to 12 private school in Ohio. So a very storied hockey background pedigree, just like St. Andrews College here as well. Talk a little bit about St. Andrews' accomplishments in just a moment. As they gain the zone, would love to get one more as there's 30 seconds left in the penalty. Sullivan, they go cross ice. There's a shot ripped high and wide, and the puck is cleared out. That was Bolche with a shot. Bolche collects it right in the middle of a change from Gilmour, so Bolche has some space. A little toe drag. Bolche tries to wrap around, and he almost got it. Bolche showing off those silky mitts. There's a cross-ice pass. Great save by the goaltender, Karskadden. Took a shot that was headed right for the short corner, and laying himself out was Chase Petrova and gloved that down. So spoke a little bit about Gilmour Academy. For the Saints, 18 NHL draft picks in 9 consecutive years, which is phenomenal. They've won 9 league championships, 15 tournament championships, and over the last 10 years, when you consider the kind of competition the Saints play, they have won over 75% of their games. So Saints win the draw. There's a shot. Boy, that went just over the top of the crossbar. Camilo Milani, great opportunity there. Try to get his 4th goal as the Saints dump it back in. We're back to even strength now, so 4-2 in favor of the Saints with just over 8 minutes left to go in the game. Milani in on the forecheck. Gilmour there first. They try to clear it. That hits a leg, and I'm not sure why there was a whistle, and the Saints are really not sure why there was a whistle. Did you catch that, Ethan?
I am not sure. Just from assumption, it looked like number 1 had the puck covered, but then slid out from underneath the glove, underneath the trapper. Right. So just a little early quick whistle by the referee.
Speed kills as the face-off in the offensive zone for the Saints. Feiner wins that draw. Puck is pumped around the other side. Jack Young in on the pinch, but puck is cleared over the other way. And Gilmour turn it over. Good job there by number 8, Evan Pahanic, jumping into the fray. His shot just went over the net. That puck's cleared all the way down the ice. Made an icing call. And Saints will get another offensive face-off. So a few updates. The Leafs are losing 4-2. The Dodgers are up 1-0. The bases were loaded with Ohtani up, and they got him out. So the base is still loaded, but boy, I believe Ohtani is 0 for 2 so far early in this World Series. Saints keep the puck in. Nolan Long dumps that behind the net. He'll chase. Sinclair there to help, and Sinclair comes up with it on one knee, plays it below the red line. Stroud, goal scorer. Pass comes back to Nolan Long. They jab on the short side, puck comes out. There's a shot, he scores! Jack Young! So the tandem of Stroud and Young both score a goal. And boy, if you'd said that before the game, maybe not too many people would have gone along with you, but they're making believers as Jack Young gets the 5th goal for the Saints. So as I mentioned, the defensive partnership of Stroud and Jack Young both have scored 2 goals. This one at 12:58 of the 3rd period. So with under 7 minutes left, big mountain to climb for Gilmour Academy. Puck dumped in the zone, Sullivan reverses the puck to DeCapo. DeCapo, Saints in no hurry now as they're happy to just chip that off the glass. Karskadin in pursuit. It's played along the wall, Bulche right there. Gilmour clear it this time. Nice body check by DeCapo, and that buys a little time for Sullivan. Played in front, nobody there for Gilmour. There's a shot, that one's ripped wide and over the glass. That gives us 9. 9 pucks. This is going to be an ongoing thing. I'm going to keep this going this season.
I love that.
We'll see what our top number is at the end of the season. Face off in the Saints zone. Thomas Putnam, captain, wins the draw for the Lancers. Puck is cleared behind the net by Owen Kroc. Over the defenseman's arm. Is that going to be icing? It is not. Waved off. Good weight. Good draw weight there by the Saints. In front, they score! Beautiful pass. Andy Wong put it in front for Milani, and Camilo Milani, the Oakville native, puts it in for the Saints. Camilo Milani. So some of the Saints that you may not expect to be on the scorecard going into this game have been Jake Young, Hayden Stroud, now Camilo Milani. And barring the miraculous, it looks like Saints may be improving their year's record to 12-4-0. As I mentioned, we will be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Check our website, sac.on.ca, for all information regarding St. Andrews College, not just sports, academics, other clubs as well, facilities, everything is on our website. And if you do come to the game, please come up and say hello to us. We love it when people come up and talk to us, give us some feedback on the broadcast. And if you come up and see us and you have a shout out for anyone that's watching the game, we would love to do that as well. Saints come up with the puck. Tucker Sinclair, very solid all-round game for him today. And Saints happy just to play keep away right now. The Placido plays that in front. Puck gets pushed into the corner. James Roy back there. There's a long shot that whistles wide. Rebound is right on the, shot off the rebound is right off the net, and Crew Petty will hold on to that one. 4:31 left to go. The stick was far down on the other end of the ice. Need to clear that up. The referees do a good job of that. And we'll get another offensive face-off. Saints win it. DiPlacido on one knee, can't keep that one in. It looks like he felt that a little bit. Gilmour come up with the puck. They gain the zone. There's a shot. And that whistles wide. Puck in the corner, pushed down below the red line. Sinclair battling for it, as is DiPlacido. It's a shot from a sharp angle, and that one is handled by Petrova, who has not had a lot of work at all the second half of this period.
Instead of snagging it up in the corners, now he went down and scooped up that puck just off in his butterfly. Phenomenal goaltending here by number 30, Chase Petrova.
Gavin Lapola, New Hartford, New York. Resin takes the faceoff, wins it cleanly, but first one there for the Saints is number 19, Jacob Bolche. Bolche gets it in the zone, but no further. And again, Saints just happy now to keep the puck away. They're not going to send it too many players in deep. And Karskadin. Bolche driving hard to the net. Karskadin gets his shot off, and another beautiful save by Petty. Karskadin did a good job of warding off the defender there and getting any kind of shot off at all, but Petty stood his ground again and made the save. Also want to say hello to anyone that's watching at home, particularly anyone that's supporting Gilmour's Academy Lancers. And as always, we apologize for any mispronunciation of names, but we only get the game sheets about 5 minutes before game time, so we apologize for any inaccuracies. Oh, here's an opportunity for the Saints. There's a shot to Capo, and another good save by Crew Petty. Oh, that puck pops over the stick of Finn Kearns, but he recovers, and back to help as well is number 8, Evan Pahonic. Saints clear that. We got 2-on-1 coming the other way. Karskadin looks for the return pass, gets it. Karskadin, and again, closing the door is Crew Petty. And under 3 minutes now, Crew Petty has turned back 3 different Saints in the last minute. What's the weather supposed to be like tomorrow for your game, Ethan?
I feel like it's supposed to be kind of the same thing today. Not too sunny, not too hot, a little gloomy with a little bit of breeze, but
perfect for football.
Exactly. Perfect autumn weather.
Yeah. Oh, big body check laid out there by number 28, Andy Wong. Puck ripped around the boards and out, and there's a nice break for the Saints. Taking the puck at pace is Ryan Murray. He drags it all the way into the corner before giving it up to Gilmour, who chip it off the wall. And Saints will retreat. Andy Wong, first there for the Saints, gets a return pass. He goes rink wide to Milani, the goal scorer. Pass is behind its target. Gobbling that up is Owen Kroc. Kroc gets it back again, hits the defenseman, and that is gobbled up by Petrova. 1:59 left to go here in the third period. So again, goal scorers for the Saints. Kearns, Sinclair with 2. That was all in the first period. Hayden Stroud with the only goal in the second for the Saints. Jack Young and Camilo Milani here in the third. For Gilmour Academy, both their goals in the first period. That was Owen Kroc and Ben Slifko. So long pass, and that is icing. Saints tried to beat his man there to nullify that icing. Didn't work. So we'll get a face-off in the Saints zone with 1:48 left. Again, taking the face-off, Glenn Lapola. He wins the draw. Slifke gets it back to Kosian. Kosian dumps it in for Gilmour. Puck is below the red line. Saints gobble that up. Sullivan drags it into the corner. Saints are going to be very conservative with that puck now. Puck kind of works its way back to Kosian, who dumps it right back in. Puck's on top of the net. And the goaltender puts a glove on top of that, and we'll get a face-off with 1:16 left now in the third period. Good music here at Lapeer Family Arena, as always. So number 7, Galen Frizzle takes the draw, pushes that ahead. But Pahanic picks that up, and there is a puck. That was close to us.
That was number 10, Norm.
That's number 10, yeah. We almost caught number 10. That was the row right below us got that puck, I believe. Boy, there's a chance. There's a reason to go to the game. There's a good chance you can get a puck. So 1:08 left, face-off directly below us now. Sinclair wins the draw for the Saints. Kearns is looking for Sinclair. It was in his skates, goes all the way down the ice. Won't be icing, though, as we get inside the last period. And there's number 11 over the glass with 53.7 seconds left here in the game.
The boys in the back are they're ready.
I see that.
They're ready for that final tick.
Yep.
Tradition at McPherson, shirts off, kilts on.
Puck won by Gilmour. Play it behind their own net. They clear it down the ice. It's broken up by the Saints and pumped back in. Oh, Kearns had his man lined up. And puck finally works its way down into the Saints zone. Puck comes back to number 5, William Burns. Burns, nifty little move there. Gets a shot on net. Oh, tries to get rebound again. And Petrova. There's another shot, and Petrova is there. So very mobile goaltender is Petrova. Nolan Long all by himself. He's just possessed of the puck. And it works its way back into the Saints zone, but nobody really there for Gilmour. And they'll retreat. That's Nolan Long. Lays that off for Pahanic, and there is the buzzer. So at the end of the game, Saints with a very efficient 6-2 victory over the Gilmour Academy Lancers. On behalf of Ethan St. Pierre, I'm Norm Fenning. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I gotta go. I gotta do my laundry.
All right, yeah, okay, see ya.